another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 11 of season 3. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am, because I am absolutely loving it. And speaking of series, this one and the Vampire Diaries for the YouTube will finish on the 30th of August. Now, there's a link in the description to vote for the next series coming to the channel. Now, there is going to be legacies that will be uploaded for sure as soon as the originals finishes, so this is going to be ran alongside it. I think I've got a little banner now. There you go. That will be in the intros, and obviously if you're on the Patreon you can vote because you will probably get it early. So that is fantastic stuff. Get voting if you want to add new shows into it that has not been considered, because this is just a quick thing that I've just made. You know, leave your comments down, I will add them to it, and the more votes the better. You know, the more opinions, the more array of different TV shows that we've got, you know, the more people would like it. You might want to watch some comedies, you know, like The Big Bang Theory or something like that, you know. I've never seen that. So there's loads of stuff, loads of possibilities. Hopefully you can get your votes in and recommendations so we can go on to the next one. Now, last episode, it's mad, mate. This season is absolutely unreal here in the originals. I'm loving it. It's my favourite one so far, for sure. I've enjoyed every single character that's been introduced. Yeah, they've got some ups and some downs, but they've all caused their own type of chaos, and it's been so good. Camille has transitioned over into being a vampire. Last episode, obviously, she woke after being attacked from Aurora. Actually, she wasn't attacked. Aurora compelled her when she took her to the gym to do something, and what it was is she take this vial of her blood, drink it, and then cut her own neck, mate. So she done it herself, obviously, due to compulsion, and she woke, and she didn't want to transition, you know. Klaus was trying to get her to force her. He was saying, please do it for me, you know, like, I can't let you die, you know. You've got to give it a chance, pretty much. Don't waste your life. I know you're dead, but it's just a beginning. Like, you'll realise how good it is. Obviously, it comes with some downs, but it comes with loads of massive ups, and I want you to transition well. She didn't want to. She was reluctant. She wanted to go out the way her uncle did. And to be honest, you got to respect it, but I didn't want her to. I wanted Klaus not to respect it. You know what I mean? I was definitely being biased because I want Camille. This is nothing to even do with Klaus. I wanted Camille in the seasons. Like, there's no chance I wanted her dead. No chance at all. And I enjoyed it right at the very end. You know, she was helping the team out, going through all the tasks throughout the day. She was still obviously not fed, which is good, you know, showing that she's got some strength. And then we get right to the very end, and she's speaking to Vincent, and she's saying, you know, maybe I can use it for good. I can, you know, live forever, but I can be the positive person. I could do this, I could do that. I can carry on the legacy that my uncle started. You know, she can compel people now to do good things. She's looking at all the positives. Can't blame her. Really good stuff. And she ended up feeding on Vincent. He let her have it. And I think she's going to turn into a wild, crazy vampire. I mean, that's my prediction. Hopefully, she's a wild, crazy vampire with Klaus. Like I said, mate, I want them to be stood on the throne in a white dress, in a suit, blood all over him, tiara dripping down the face, king of the castle, mate. Literally, that's what I want from them. Don't know if that's what I'm going to get, but would be absolutely sick. Mate, I cannot believe R.I.P. Jackson. You know, he got killed, mate. Tristan attacked them. They was in the woods. Him and Hayley, they come in, they put up a good fight. They was like, literally, he bit like 3 of them, took a couple of them down. They attacked Hayley as well, shot them with loads of darts, and obviously it took them down. Then he tied them up, and he went inside. He's pretty much saying to Hayley, you know, like, you tortured me and all that, and boom, mate, and ripped Jackson's heart out. She was screaming, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. You know, you're not going to get away with this. Good acting. You know, she's had a good season, Hayley, so far, I've got to admit. And I actually really am enjoying it. Now, obviously, I was saying that Hayley's better without Jackson. I've said it a few times. But not when Jackson's in the position where he's been fighting in the most recent episodes, because then he becomes an asset. Usually he's the person that's always suggesting, shall we run away? Shall we run? Shall we run? You know, let's not do confrontations. And that is why he annoyed me a little bit. But here he's been a team player for the past 3 episodes. He's helped Freya out. He's helped Hayley out, you know. He even helped Lydia out earlier on in the series, going after Tristan. So all them times that he was doing that sort of stuff, I liked him, and I did say that he deserved a better death than being tied to a chair and just his heart ripped out without no, do you know what I mean? With no fight. It's not even his fault because he injected him with wolfsbane as well. So what is he supposed to do? You know, it's kind of like being done with a vein and you can't do anything. So I mean, I do kind of feel sorry for him and Hayley, but I think that it's going to elevate her character like literally to the next level. They ended up doing pretty much like a deal with, well, they tried to do a deal with Tristan. They took Aurora, which is good, and they were saying, look, mate, we'll swap. You give us thingy back, Hayley. We'll give you Aurora back. And obviously they went for it. Had to prove that Aurora was in there, and Tristan went into the shipment to go and get her. Turns out, mate, clever, literally clever clogs, mate. Freya and was it Vincent as well? Freya and Vincent together done a sick spell, and I don't know, mate. Whatever they done, they kind of like cloaked Camille to look like Aurora. She could walk out of the shipment. Tristan couldn't. They literally used that circle thing that they've been trying to get to lock the original somewhere on Tristan, locked him in the container. Then they've obviously, Hayley said, look mate, you're going to suffer, we're going to throw you in the ocean, remember my face, you know, it's going to be the last one that you ever see. And yeah, locks it. I'm hoping that he comes out at one point and she does actually kill him herself, but it was good, and they actually did dump him in the ocean. So I mean, loads of good stuff's going on. It's really exciting. Can't wait to find out how Camille's going to obviously act now. She's transitioned. Is she going to have a good relationship with Klaus? I'm begging, mate. I'm literally begging. I'm liking the connection as well that Elijah and Hayley are having. You know, I can't wait. Obviously, we've got to go down that avenue now with them. He's got to comfort her. He's got to be there. And then they've got to slowly integrate them back, because obviously we transitioned them apart. Now we can bring them back. Slow and Steady wins the race with that one for me. Not too fast, not after Jackson's just died. Just little bits here and there. And I've got to say as well, I'm really enjoying Freya, how she's helping everyone. Good team player. Even when she's putting her own life at risk, she's still using all the powers. And I've got to say, obviously, I was bashing on her a little bit last season. I was bashing on Hayley a little bit last season. And two different reasons. Hayley, I wasn't a big fan of what she was doing with Hope and Jackson. Freya, I wasn't too convinced that she was either doing the right thing or I didn't really like the action she was doing. Totally changed this season. Both of them, big fans of them. Both of them turned it around. You know, you've got to give credit where credit's due. They've gone up in my estimates. They're doing really, really good. And I can't wait to obviously see the progression even further and continue with the storyline. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. If you guys enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Remember, get voting for your next series that you would like to see on the channel. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Tristan de Martel guided this organization for centuries. He was, in a word, irreplaceable. We will stand united in the face of this tragedy. To that end, I've asked our witch Ariana to conduct an assessment. When you looked into their hearts, what did you see?
If your intentions are pure, you should not fear what it shows.
I owe no allegiance to you.
Oh, there you go. Oh, head's whipped off, mate.
Do you seek to betray me for power as well?
Do you reckon he surprised himself?
We need to be certain of each other. And a threat to our sire is a threat against us.
It's interesting. Do you know what I think? I do find it hilarious. A threat to our sire is a threat to us. But they're the threat to the sire. Literally. Like, yeah, okay, they're not going to go and take out Elijah. These ones. But do you know what I mean? These are the ones that are causing the drama. I don't see anybody else apart from these sires that are coming in to take out the sires. So I do think it's interesting. I would love if it was a mad twist that witch that come in and whipped her hood off was friends with Freya. That's what I would love. It's not going to happen, clearly, but it would be a good twist.
Do you have any Angelica flower?
No, it's been binned off, mate.
Okay, I know I've been shunned, but you can at least look at me.
Jen, do you happen to have any kind of comment box or complaint hotline? Because I got a few thoughts on your customer service.
Let's just go.
Both of them are back. Literally not been in the season at all.
Where the bloody hell is she? Was I the one who impulsively handed her a daylight ring? Oh no, that was you. She left, didn't she? Darker threat remains. Now, if something out there is capable of killing us, we should probably find it.
I saw her leave from my balcony, okay?
To come
If
back.
Hope and I stay here for a few days.
Of course you may.
Hayley, this family comes with many, many hardships, but there is at least one benefit. You will always have a home here.
I sincerely hope you're calling from somewhere far, far away.
Somewhere out there is an elusive weapon capable of killing an original. I'm calling to suggest we pool our efforts to find it.
They should work together though, shouldn't they? Basically, they should all work together. They've all got one goal to like end the prophecy or whatever it is. Whatever threat it comes, you need to team up. No point in going singly after it. You might as well have a big army.
Josh, I'm sorry I haven't called you back. It's just things have been really...
Yeah, awful. The thing is, this is kind of the whole reason you have friends.
Hello, Joshua. Miss Claire, I assume you know who I am. I suggest you get in.
Damn, girl, you look amazing. I feel amazing.
Hey, 4 tequila shots, stat. And don't be afraid to move that sweet ass. How about you, gorgeous? You work hard too?
Sure. You're gonna find an ATM, and you're going to max out your daily limit under the biggest tip she's ever seen.
These are for you. From the guy at the end of the bar.
Is it Klaus? Yes, I'm excited. Hopefully we get another layer of Camille. I'm hoping her acting just literally changes, personality, everything. I'm really, really, really intrigued, man. I cannot wait.
Any vampire who seeks true power will inevitably require the aid of a witch. When I found them, they were nothing but orphans and outcasts. Think of them as consultants held on retainer. In fact, they are the only coven in the world capable of casting this.
This is well interesting.
The spell to raise the dead. The sisters search the unknown and reveal to me anything that may be of use. I'll make certain you're granted the power to bring back your precious coal. You will take a vow of fealty and become one of my sisters. Are you willing to pay the price?
Thank you for the drink.
Well, you seemed rather thirsty. You would have torn him apart.
I'm a vampire now, Klaus. Isn't that what we do? Can't we just compel anyone to do anything we want? Isn't that what you do all the time? My emotions are all over the place.
Let me help you, and I promise you will live a life others only dream of.
Learn from the
You may
best.
as well learn from the best.
Be the queen, man. Literally, be the queen.
Poison stops my heart and the spell keeps me from dying for good. The witches won't even look at me, let alone help me.
Sure. What could possibly go wrong?
Relax. I'm just gonna pop over and pop back. Easy.
And you already took the poison, didn't you?
Oh, she took it already.
If you looked up uncool in the dictionary, there would just be a tiny little drawing of what's happening right now.
Whatever happens, don't let go, okay?
It actually looks really good. I thought it was cold that was sat next to it. I wonder if you can see the door open though.
This is your secret weapon.
Witches like Ariana spend years absorbing all manner of information.
Water will act as a conductor, allowing me to enter your mind.
Think of it as a crash course into your mind, garnering just enough information to answer the only question that matters.
Someone else going into the mine, taking all the secrets.
What do you want to take? Your little night? Bunny it is. Let's go.
Stop me! Let go of me!
Easy now, don't take off my
Yes.
head. Come on, you don't recognize this roguish grin. You're also stark raving mad. Do you have any idea what would happen if the ancestors found you here?
I like how it's original Cole, but I don't know actually. I like the other one as well.
Oh, your family has endured, and yet the worst is still to come. Pale worse. A flame that will burn you all.
Oh, I get that. Oh, I thought she was kissing him, I was gonna say, but it don't even look like him.
Young, healthy, a tad unsophisticated, but not bad. Camille. Forget my face and that of my mouthy blonde friend. You're not yourself.
I am myself, and I'm not finished. How many hundreds of people have you killed, Klaus?
Actually, I measure the number in the hundreds of thousands.
I've always tried to get you to be something else, something more human, and I was wrong.
It's not you, Camille.
She looks different though, she does. She keeps playing him. She's proper playing him. Do it. Now, I've got to say though, I have got to say, I do want Camille and Klaus to be together, and I want it to be like, I don't know, like I was gonna say a baddie, but not this type of one, like a badass. That's what I want. Like, kind of like the Hayley version. Do you know when she's been dominating this season, Hayley, and that's what I want Camille to be at the vampire side. Like, the same as Klaus, pretty much. Right now, she's Vicky Donovan, and I didn't like Vicky Donovan. She's wasting the gift. I class it as a gift, but she's wasting it. So she's getting it. She's erratic. She's not thinking. She's not being logical. She's exposing herself. She's just acting all over the place. She's being Aurora. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, she needs to be. You've been offered by the first or whatever is, or one of the original vampires, and to be trained, to be taught, to be mentored. And you're attacking him, thinking that you can do whatever you want, and like you're so smart because you've known him for 2 years. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna hate on you because this is what happens when we get new vampires. But I'll give you a couple of episodes, and if this is happening, obviously 3-4 down the line, then I'll be like, come on now, like you need to sort your stuff out. But right now, I'll let you get it out one episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm such a klutz.
No, it's fine.
Full disclosure, this wasn't a total accident.
Yeah, want to take a walk?
And luckily, the ancestors aren't big pub goers. More of the graveyard and goat sacrifice type.
Oh, there we go. Like I said, she's kissing him, but it's a person that she'd never seen before. It's a bit strange.
I see. You preferred the other look more. I have an idea. Close your eyes. Think back to the last night we were together.
And for the record, I like this face just fine. Cole, what's happening to you here?
It's nothing.
I think I found a way to bring you back.
It was under the floorboards, like you said. Breaking and entering, grand larceny.
You're doing it because I asked you so nicely.
But why?
Because I can't go in myself.
I admit Even given your new outlook on life, I'm surprised at your willingness to compel. You're a fast learner, Camille, I'll give you that.
Looks like someone's trying to pull one over on you.
You're lying. Don't you get it? You can live again. Isn't that what you want?
But do you have any idea how dangerous that spell is? Please tell me you haven't done something foolish.
They can give me power, Cole.
The ancestors. They're close.
You have no right. Those dark objects are my family's legacy.
Well, that's funny, because I seem to remember my brother Cole making them.
She was right, wasn't she? Aurora. She did this to turn you against me, to rob me of the one advantage I have over her, my humanity. You have spent 10 centuries getting the entire world to tremble at your name. You're the one who's terrified, Klaus.
That is sick.
Let go of me. You can't just force her to stay here, Klaus. Let me talk to her.
I hardly think now's the time for a women's empowerment meeting.
She died. Klaus, she got caught up in the Michelson world. She and I have a few things to talk about.
Do you know what got me thinking then, right? Is Camille, sorry, it went past pace then, is a therapist and that like a therapist, and now she's like a vampire and everything's like tenfold. I wonder if she's like the world's best therapist now. Do you know what I mean? Like someone tries to kid her, can't do it, mate. She can look into you straight away. She knows it. She knows the moves you're gonna make. She knows the lies that you're gonna take. Do you know what I mean?
Keep going no matter what happens. If I fall behind, don't look back.
Hello, Davina.
You know, it would be nice, just once, the witches bloody well said what they mean.
She's already served as a pawn in Aurora's games. Our distance would be a mercy. I need you.
What you're going through, it does get better. And there are people around you that are willing to get you to that part. And I think you should take your own advice. It's not grief, it's relief. It's obvious. You're in love with Elijah. And now that Jackson's gone, nice, like a weight lifted. You are never to speak to me of my husband again. Do you understand me? Why would I say that? And so I said an unfair thing, an untrue thing. Hayley, forget it.
Don't know if she's chatting or not. Literally don't know.
I think maybe I should go.
It will make you suffer the way you made me suffer.
The Camille that you knew is gone. Whoever she's gonna be, something that she has to figure out by herself. Sometimes you do them more harm than good.
I know what the weapon is. I made it myself.
It's that fucking thing when him and Rebecca and they give it to her. As Hope got it now. Like it's on the table in their house. And that horse thing. Mad.
He can't come where we're going. Not yet. If we leave now, we can come back.
Wait, you owe me one. Don't think for a second I won't aim to collect.
It's too late. My link to Josh is broken.
I know you're scared, but you have to concentrate.
Cole, I swear I'll come back for you.
All of my efforts to protect and provide comfort for my family. A toy carved from kindling which I gave to Rebecca in the hopes of easing her fears.
The horse was made of the white oak.
Who's got it? I'm sure it's on that table.
Why did you help me?
Because I wanted you saved.
Did you make that deal?
It was worth it.
I think she's chatting again, me. I actually do think she's chatting. Like I said before, mate, I'd love her to be friends with Freya. I kind of want her to be the Marcel of that group where she's in there and they think that he's in there but he's not really in there. Do you know what I mean? Like mate, she seems really good. She reminds me of like The Witcher. To give me vibes anyway of a different show. Interesting. You know what, I'm happy with the storyline we give Davina in this episode. She's not been in it for the past few. We come in, give her really interested. That actually got me invested in it. How good is that? Do you know what I mean? I'm invested in the Davina storyline. You know you're doing well when you've got that going.
It was here. I saw it this afternoon. I swear.
We're just here a little too late. Person capable of deciphering the witch's riddle, the very person with whom I shared my memories of that night.
Oh,
Josh, I know I didn't give you much of a choice today.
Any choice. You know, when Aiden died, there were days when I would sit in Jackson Square just daring myself to take this ring off. If there was any way to bring Aiden back, I would.
I'm guessing you might be a little bit mad right now. And I figured I needed to get your attention. So do I have it? Good, then we'll be in touch.
yeah, how interesting is that, mate?
You've come to kill me. Cannot allow me to live with what I've seen. I am released.
See, it sounds like she was scared of the Strix then. I understand it though. To me, like, can't know all these memories, man.
I'm doing a lot of thinking about what's important, which is why I wanted to talk to you, and what we're gonna do about the fact that Davina just became one of their witches.
Never actually see the consequence of a death, do we? Like, it's good to see this, because that's how people are, aren't they?
I don't know what to say.
last 24 hours being so angry at you, Jackson, even always being so brave. But then I realized that I'm not angry. I'm just guilty.
It's quite good seeing this.
I wanted to blame you. But the truth is that my husband died because he loved me. And loving any of us is a death sentence, isn't it?
Yeah, that is true though, it is. It's a good scene that I enjoyed it. I'm glad that she's not taking her anger out on everybody. You know what? I'm really happy that I've seen her grieve. Like, not because obviously I love seeing her cry, but the fact is we never really see the aftermath of a death, do we? Like, literally. It's really good to see because that is it, mate. What did Damon say to Caroline, mate? Today's not the worst day of your life. You know, you think it is, but you're surrounded by everybody that's going to tell you how great your mum is and how great, you know, like how much of an impact she's made. And, you know, they're all thankful for the things that she's done. But the toughest day of your life's going to be next week when you're on your own, when no one's around and it's just you left with your thoughts. You know, that's going to be the toughest day. That is the deepest shit I've ever heard, mate, of Damon. Literally, it was so good, and it's true. You never see the aftermath of an action that's taken. All these people that die, what about their families? You know, how they're grieving. Like, literally, it's a ripple effect on everyone. It's great to see. You know, I was saying there, you know, I didn't really want Elijah to come in. I thought that she was going to, like, start hugging him and all that, but it was fine. She come in, he sat down, he didn't even really say anything. He was just there more of like a comfort, you know, I'm here for you. If you need it, whatever. He didn't really speak, didn't really take the moment away from Hayley. Didn't even interfere with the moment, to be honest. It was good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Davina as well in this episode. You know, like I said, I've not been a massive fan of Davina because she's always had the hatred towards Klaus, which I get. So that's not why I dislike her. It's because it's always every episode, every scene that she's in, it's that, and it gets a bit tiresome. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like the same thing. If you do something over and over and over again, it gets boring. You know, you might love it, mate. Like, chicken might be your favourite food, but then you've had it for 2 months straight. You're like, can't bother with that now. I've had too much of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, can we just have something else? And that's kind of what I feel with Davina. Like, it was always, I hate Klaus. It's like, now it's something else. I'm like, oh, well invested, really interested, can't wait. So fair play to the show writers. You know, maybe that little gap of a few episodes where we didn't really see her, brought her back in, give her some relevance. And like I said, they have tried to make her look older. She's now, even Josh said, you're drinking now. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're making her look more of a woman instead of a Harvey girl, which I do actually enjoy. And I'm glad Josh is back as well. Like I said, I'm not like hardcore let's go Josh, but you know, he took time because of Aiden's death, and it's good that he's back, and hopefully he can help Marcel to help her with the Strix. Good stuff. And that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for clicking on the channel today. Remember, you can get voting for the next series that you would like to watch, or give recommendations in the comments, and we'll make sure to add those to the list. Now, interesting episode, really. Enjoyed the different avenues where we're going, really. You know, we've got Davina kind of teaming up with the Strix, but only because she wants Cole back. But then you've got Cole on this side, like, nah, don't do that, man. Like, you don't want to get involved with the Strix. And then you got this girl here, don't really know her names, the ones that they thought was a seer, and she's come in, she's give them some information, and then she's jumped and saved Davina. She's like, I saved you because I wanted to. And yeah, before you asked, the actual question that you wanted to ask is, was it worth it joining? Yeah, it was. And then boom, she went, come. Elijah killed her at the end, and she was like, I'm free. And it's like, oh mate, literally, is she chatting? Was she actually chatting to Davina just so that, you know, she could tell them what she wants to hear, pretty much? Like, yeah, join him, you'll love it. And she actually hated it. To me, she didn't look, from the moment she come in, that she was all in Team Strix. I thought, like I said, she might have been Frey's friend. And then, what was it, that Pondy thing, when he was all there doing the stuff, and she kind of looked at Elijah, she kind of looked like she was hesitant as well. It was good that she went inside her mind and she got the information that was needed, the weapon or whatever it is. But sadly for her, obviously, there's too much information known about Elijah. I think I even said that in a moment. I was like, that's 2 people now that know everything, all the secrets. Obviously, Frey is one of them, and they're not going to take her out, but they've took this one out. Camille, she's off on a Madden, absolute crazy mad one. Now, like I said, she's giving me Vicky Donovan vibes. She transitioned, and she was like all over the place. She couldn't handle it. Now, I don't mind. I give people time. I do. So, right now, not a biggest fan of her in this episode. But if you look at the starting 10 episodes, mate, I have been a cheerleader for Camille the whole way through. Exciting. When she transitioned, I fist pumped, mate. Literally, that's how much I wanted it to happen. And I still want it to happen. I want her to be a good vampire, though, not a bad one. But the way, obviously, we're going it, mate, she's a friend, a foe, and but she's not family. We got a family one took down, haven't we, already with Rebecca. It's interesting that Klaus put 2 and 2 together. That it was his little ornament that he carved out with the white oak stake as well, man. Literally, I am so surprised that he's not actually burnt that. Like, what is it, mate? A little bit of a memory? Who cares, mate? When your life's on the line. So I mean, I think that is madness. She's put 2 and 2 together. She's smart, Camille. She's really smart. I was saying, because she's a therapist and obviously now she's a vampire and everything's just heightened and got better, that maybe she's like the world's best at therapy. You know, she can literally analyse everyone's situation, what they're doing, listen, overthink everything, think the next move. She could become a strategist, you know what I mean? Like, she knows she could put 2 and 2 together. She's a puzzle master. It's really good. Now, I did say that she's been offered a mentorship pretty much by the what would you say, like one of the biggest, best vampires in the world, like him and Elijah and Rebecca. Why you wouldn't want anyone more better to train you? And she's going off, she's rejecting it. She thinks she could do it all herself. I'm clever clugs, you know. I'll do what I want when I want. And she's making threats to Klaus and trying to bargain deals. So, I mean, usually that doesn't go well, does it? But because it's Camille's got a soft spot, I don't know. Maybe Elijah takes her out. I've got to say, I'm very disappointed if she dies. I really will. That's just me. Very disappointed. Like I said, last season, Hayley, I wasn't a big fan. But if she died, I would have been disappointed. Look how quickly we can transition over into being a better character. It only takes a few episodes for you to skyrocket back up. You do one good deed, you change it, get involved in a few fights, help the team out back on the side. You know, like, you can forget people's actions in the past because it's a TV show. And all you have to do is be on someone's side in the present now. Yeah, like Finn, for example. He's done all this in season 2. We might be hating him. Just say you dropped him in, yeah? And the last 7-8 episodes, he becomes an absolute beast, helps all the siblings. He saves them from the prophecy, does all this good shit. We're not going to judge him going into season 4 of the actions of season 2, are we? We're going to judge him from the absolute beast that he was at the end of season 3. So you can quickly change your opinions on characters very quickly. And obviously, cheerleader for Camille at the start, big fan, wanted her to transition, can't wait to see how she goes, wanted to be a queen with Klaus. But she goes down the Vicky Donovan side and she's going to go and attack people. She's going to be risky, you know, expose everyone, thinks that she's the best and she can compel everyone just to forget and do whatever. Then obviously my opinion will change. You know, she was harsh in what she said to Hayley, even though I thought it was interesting. And yeah, I just think it's been really good. Every character has got a decent storyline. If you think Vincent with the Regency, you've got Davina now trying to get Cole back and the Strix. You've got Marcel, actually part of the Strix. You got Tristan through in the ocean right now. You got Aurora. Is she still taken by Klaus? You know, you got Rebecca, she's daggered, Elijah with the Hayley sort of thing, and then obviously you got Hayley as well with the Elijah sort of thing, and the Jackson, and she's integrating with obviously fighting. You got the Klaus and the Camille and the Prophecy, and then obviously you got Camille, she's a vampire. You got Lucian, all of them good. Every single one of them have got a decent storyline, and obviously we're bringing Josh back in as well. Hopefully he can improve it as well. So I'm really happy with how the season's going. Got to say, up to this point, 11, it is my favourite season so far, I believe. Now, it can obviously change. You're only halfway through. Literally halfway through. Back end could be terrible. My opinion could change again. Right now, it's going really well. I'm excited to see where we go with all the characters. Everybody's still in it. No one's really dead. Tristan is in the bottom of the ocean, but he's not dead, is he? Literally, he can be back in it. And that is a good thing. I don't know what's going to happen to everybody, and that's what excites me. I don't know what's going to happen to Camille. Is she going to be good? Is she bad? Right now, she's bad. I want her to be good, I want Frey to come in, and I want her to dominate as well. It'd be good to see Davina and Frey kind of go at each other, you know, that would be quite good, even though I want Davina to be a good witch and not one, like I said, that proper goes in on the vampires. So, thanks so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.